This is not your first squat video, and that is exactly why you're here. Let's break it down so that you can finally feel what a good squat feels like. So what is a squat really? It's your body folding under gravity like a coiled spring, then pushing back up with strength and control. And here's the thing, you already do it. Sitting, standing, picking something up. You've been squatting your whole life. The squat exercise just makes that movement intentional. It trains your body to move vertically, to lower with control and rise with power. Mechanically, your joints fold, ankles, knees, hips, then extend upward using your lower body. Unlike a bicep curl, which isolates one joint, the squat is a compound movement and everything works together. Here's some of the key players that do this. The glutes drive the hips, the quads control and lift, hamstrings stabilize, the core supports the spine, feet and calves ground you. And it only really works when they coordinate, so watch my body. When I go down, my knees push forward, my hips move back, and my torso leans forward like a compressed spring. And on the way up, you can see that my hips drive, my knees extend, and my chest rises, all firing up together. So to put it simple, the squat exercise is a collective effort of your muscles and joints all moving together in order for your body to move vertically down towards gravity and against gravity. And the thing is, you move your muscles and joints all at the same time, you'll notice that you can pretty much move in control, whereas when everything moves individually, you start to feel shaky and you can't quite find a place for control. Before we start moving, let's talk about what you actually need, or more importantly, what you don't need. First of all, you do not need lifting shoes or any kind of fancy equipment at the moment. For now, I would recommend just a flat surface and preferably one or two more things. I would recommend starting with the barefoot because it gives it a chance for a nice feedback on your foot and a chance to really develop those muscles that will help support your squats later throughout the exercise. And also, if you do have to wear shoes, I would recommend shoes that has a flat sole, that's preferably flexible, and also at the same time make sure that the toe box is pretty wide so that it gives it a chance to really utilize those arch muscles when you're even wearing shoes. I would not recommend shoes that are like running or jogger shoes because the cushions are too soft and will throw you off balance at the moment. Last of all, if you do get pants, I would recommend getting pants that come above the knees and that's a little elastic so that it doesn't restrict the movement when you actually get into the squat. Now that we're ready, let's finally get into the movement. Start by standing with your feet about hip width apart. This gives your hips room to move and helps keep your pelvis stable. Turn your toes out slightly to make a natural path for your hips to fall into. This also activates your hip external rotators, which are key for stabilizing the pelvis. The angles do not have to be perfect. What matters most is that your knees stay in line with your toes. Stand tall, core lightly engaged, spine long. Imagine a spring pulling you gently from the top of your head. That one cue switches on your postural stabilizers, which is crucial for keeping your upper body organized and stable throughout the squat. Keep your arms at your sides for now. We'll use them later for balance. A squat begins with a fold. Your hips, knees, and ankles should bend together smoothly in sync. Think of your body like a spring, compressing from all angles, ready to store tension. That cue people love, sit back like a chair, it often does more harm than good. It pulls you off balance and shifts your weight too far back. Instead, lower yourself straight down like an elevator, staying stacked over your midfoot. As you descend, make sure that your posture holds the line. Think as if a string is pulling you up from the ground even as you're going down. Let your arms float forward naturally. Have them move the same angle as your thighs. They'll balance you automatically and turn on your core. And slow down. That's the part everyone rushes. But it is in the slowing down that you actually learn control. When you move in sync slowly, intentionally, you'll feel your hips and quads load up with tension like a slingshot pulling back. Stop at parallel. You could go deep, but for now, this is where most people can load safely and build strength. Go deeper later, when you're balanced enough to control it. From the bottom, rise with control by pressing through the floor. Make sure to push through your midfoot just in front of the ankle bone. Let the force travel upward through your glutes and quads and spine. Let your arms return naturally to your sides, as if you were pushing your arms down with your legs. Remember not to over squeeze at the top, just arrive tall, aligned, and steady. One of the most important cues that helps Imagine being lifted from the crown of your head. It keeps your posture clean as you return to the top. And if your posture ends at where it began, upright, balanced, and centered, then you did it right. When you're just starting out, there are a few issues that show up almost every time. Your ankles feel tight and heels come off the floor. Your back rounds at the bottom. Your knees collapse inward. Let's solve this one by one, shall we? All right, so heels coming off the floor or back rounding out the bottom. Most people actually blame this problem to your ankle and hip mobility, but for most people, I guarantee you, that mobility is not the issue, it's actually their balance. When your weight shifts too far forward, your ankles tighten up like brakes. They're not stiff, they're just trying to stop you from falling. When your weight shifts too far back, your spine rounds forward to pull you back over the center. Start by shifting your weight over the ankle bone, not your toes and not your heels. When you're balanced, your joints no longer have to compensate for instability. You may find at first it feels slightly hard to go down, but as you slowly work on that range, and as your body becomes more stable, you'll notice that you'll start to gain more range on your hips and your ankles. You don't need to force it, you just have to earn it. Okay, if your knees are caving in like this, it might seem a little tricky, but it usually means that your base is not supporting you. It might be your weak glutes or flat feet, usually both. What I would recommend is using a resistance band like this one. Putting it on your ankles, you want to externally rotate your hips, because if your knees are caving in, it means that your function to externally rotate and keep it there is pretty weak. So with the band's assistance, try to push out the band without having your foot fall inwards, while also putting a little bit of tension on your hips to turn your legs out. So when you squat while pushing the band, you will find that it's much easier to maintain that balance and to keep your knees from falling in. Deep squats, goblet squats, narrow stands, wide stands, barbell squats, you name it. The shape changes, the tools change, but the mechanism stays the same. It's all built on the same blueprint, just applied in different ways. Fold with control, balance over the midfoot, and move in sync. Don't think of squatting like painting by numbers. Try to think of it as if you're learning to surf. There is no template, no fixed path. You just learn to ride the wave, adjust your balance, and learn to feel the rhythm. And please don't just stop at watching this video, go and practice. Take cues from different coaches, different videos. Pick out everything that feels right for you in every version, and then build a squat that is truly right for you. My only hope is that this video gave you a slice that you can take with you. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll take this idea, and in the next video, we'll talk about barbell squats, so keep in tune. Let me know what clicked with you, what you're still trying to figure out, or if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I will gladly answer them for you. Thank you guys again. I'll see you soon.